You are now watching People's Opinions on Popular Topics.
My name is Rema, aristocrat.
Can you tell me what's going on here today?
Today is Elevate International's celebration for International Women's Day. March 8th being an International Women's Day, we associate that same day to hold international celebration for Elevate International.
If it was not the images of role model, images of the people how they worked, and my grandmother whispering, "You're the luckiest woman in the world because you woke up, and the rest of the day is yours." I started using power of mind, power of the words, and I did not dare to say, "Can I do this? Or can I do this? Or should?" No, I can do it. I know I can.
So my name is Solange Tishimeketa, and I'm the president and CEO of Elevate International. This is technically our event, the event of our organization, and we do it every year, and this time we're proud to partner with Invest Ottawa.
My name is Karen Perez.
And how come you're here today?
I am the Chief Director of Events for Solange for Elevate International, and I just help for passion and to celebrate Women's International Day.
And why is this issue so important to you?
Well, elevating, inspiring, empowering women should be important for everybody, not only for women, but for everybody. For me, especially, I have 4 daughters, 4 grandkids, and I'm on the board of Elevate International, so go girls, go.
It must have been a little troubling running it in past years because of the lockdowns.
Yes, so last year we had it virtually, and it didn't have quite the same feel. Our conferences are very much about human interaction, and if you've ever attended any of our conferences on Parliament, we dance, we shake hands, which people haven't done in a very long time, we hug, and we genuinely talk about humanity and where we are as women today. So having it virtual didn't feel the same. So we felt that it was important this year that we have at least part of it in person and then the other part virtual.
So the only pay is the reward at the end of the day?
The only pay is the satisfaction of help with the heart. Inspire, have shown resilience, and as a woman, you have to show those. You have to show up for the assignment that every day, even if you wake up sad, you wake up with like happiness, with the good news or bad news, you have to show up. So that's what we do. We're empowering women and youth.
Challenges speaking at its events will be, first of all, who's holding the event, and then what message can one prepare so we can serve as a mentor, as a role model for a younger generation. It's the power of the messages that's important.
Then I watched my colleagues, professors, docents, doctors from Soviet Union, from different countries working, washing the dishes, driving a car. And there was nothing wrong with it, because it's honest burden, but my car broke. So I established Canadian Association of Immigrant Professionals. And I started preaching that no matter what degrees you have in this country, take something Canadian, short. Doesn't have to be whole degree program. Learn the culture. Learn how the country operates. That served me very well before I moved to Ottawa.
I heard winning a national beauty pageant is a big deal.
Yes, absolutely. I'm grateful to have served Canada so many years. Younger, I was Miss Canada and I represented Canada internationally. And now as a married woman, I serve as Mrs. Canada World. I recently represented Canada Mrs. World, where I was a finalist. And I'm continuing to serve where I've been invited to represent Canada across the world. And I meet incredible women who are advancing so many movements. And it's interesting because in Canada, people still has this connotation of pageant with just beauty and how you look. And when you travel around the world, you meet women that are uniting millions, not even thousands of people, but millions of people to raise funds and make the world better.
Now it's interesting because I look at the career that you've built that now enables you to step up and become a funder of other people's ideas. But you know, when I look at the tech sector, there's some women that self-select themselves out of the career out of the sector because they think that they may not be techish. What's your message to them?
My message to them is that half of the society is women, and half of any role belongs to women, half of any field belongs to women, at least. I think the self-selection out of tech comes from role models that often have been people that don't look like me or any speaker, most of the speakers you saw today. So I think a lot of it comes to the representation problem, where we don't see enough successful women in tech. And I think the idea is to help people understand that tech is an enablement. So you don't have to love tech to be in tech. It's great if you like it, but also coming into tech brings financial independence. And I think that's one message that we can give to people that even think that tech is not for them. So come and try it, and tech spans to many different areas. Any industry can benefit from that.
What message would you give to young women, young girls who are thinking about getting up into the STEM fields, the tech fields?
Oh, my favorite. I actually lead Engaging Women in Cyber Defense initiatives. It was a very good example brought today by the keynote speakers about women before were not involved in the trade because they thought it was not for women. Take a look at who makes more money today. Besides doctor and lawyer, tradesmen makes more money. But because the trades were known as it's not for women, it's only for men, or if you're highly educated, you don't need to be the trade person. It's not so anymore in technology. Cybersecurity is family-friendly careers. But we need more parents to understand what it is so that parents don't tell children, don't go there. It's dark, it's scary. Go there. Technology is everywhere, technology and everything. Young people embrace technology already. They don't need to be told what to do. So just find a passion and find where you're leading, what your calling is. And if it's a technology, go with the technology. If it's health, go with the health. But you have to follow your inner little voice that tells you what to do.
Am I right in assuming you're the MC today?
Yes, it's funny because people always say you're the president and CEO, but I also the MC, but I love it very much. I think it's my own event. It's our organization's event, but as president and CEO, I get to know all the speakers and the senior executive and CEO who speak at our conferences. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce them because it's another way to talk about how remarkable they are. Every speaker that we invite them intentionally because we're always looking for authentic leaders, but the ones who talk the talk and walk the walk. So I always love hosting our own events because I can authentically talk about their type of leadership and the contribution they're making in the world. So yes, I love being an MC, and also outside of having masters and all these other degrees, I do hold a bachelor in journalism, so I get to put it to use once or twice a year.
What's it been like organizing this event this year?
So every year we organize that and we celebrate International Women's Day, but since the COVID we just stopped doing this, and now this is the first coming back. So that's what we're doing, and we're here. And Invest Ottawa open the doors for us.
What advice would you give to little girls who are skeptical about the workforce?
I will tell them that they have to show up, volunteer, believe, and show up. The way I started with Solange, one day 5 years ago, I approached her at the end of one event and I said, Solange, can I help you? And she said, you know how many people come and help me, Karen? Many. And then they disappear. And I said, just try me once. Since then, I started to encounter different things, different passions, not only the network, but follow your dreams. So I will tell every single youth and young leaders, follow your dreams, follow your passion, show up every day for an assignment that life will show you. Thank you.
Like every young generation that's coming up, I'm worried about losing the human touch. Technology is wonderful, but look what's happening with technology. We don't see each other anymore. We don't hug anymore. We don't see eyes, each other's. And they are learning to be isolated and survive alone. When we, our generation, we enjoyed each other. We enjoyed getting together. So they need to come up with that obstacle, how they can still keep human touch.
Do you know who the food was provided by?
So for the first time, we cater ourselves. We don't have a lot of sponsorships, so we went to a place and we help ourselves. We brought, I'm in charge of bringing volunteers, so our volunteers and other people that want to support help us, and we did ourselves. So we did it all ourselves. Yeah.
Half over so far, but give me your final thoughts so far on the day.
The final thoughts for me would be that what I had in my keynote speaking. As my grandmother always taught me, power of your thoughts and words. Use it wisely to be resilient. We should not say doubtfully, I cannot do it, I shouldn't do it. Yes, I can. I can do it, and I will. And if my final words be, may the power of the thoughts and the spoken words guide your future.
Thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you so much. So kind of you for interviewing.
Are you able to hold on to that?
Sure.
Hi.
Hi. Should I have it higher?
No, right about there is good.
Okay.